You know, when you've been pulling bones out of the dirt for over 40 years, people ask you the same thing. Doc, what was the scariest dinosaur? They always expect me to say Tyrannosaurus Rex. Sure, Rex was a magnificent beast. But if you walked the shorelines of North America 80 million years ago, a Rex wasn't your biggest problem. Down in the estuaries where salt water met fresh, something else waited. A predator so perfectly designed, it ate dinosaurs for breakfast. We call it Deinosuchus. In Greek, that means terrible crocodile. And that is a massive understatement. Let's set the scene. Late Cretaceous period. North America was sliced in half by a shallow sea called the Western Interior Seaway. The shorelines were muggy, subtropical swamps. Think of the Florida Everglades, but stretched across a continent, 95 degrees, and crawling with dinosaurs. Modern alligators are ambush hunters. They sit at the water's edge, barely a ripple, just eyes above the surface. Deinosuchus did the exact same thing. But it wasn't waiting for a deer. It was waiting for multi-ton dinosaurs. To take down prey that size, you have to be colossal. I remember holding a single scute, a bony armor plate from a Deinosuchus back. A normal croc scute fits in your palm. This was the size of a dinner plate. E havia zabriki. That animal was a true monster. Let's talk size. People struggle to wrap their heads around this beast. Take the largest living saltwater crocodile, 20 feet long, 2,000 pounds. A terrifying animal. Now, double it. Deinosuchus grew up to 35 feet long. Older adults in Texas reached nearly 40 feet. They weighed up to 8.5 tons. That is 17,000 pounds of pure muscle and armor. And the skull. My God! A full skull measures over 6 feet long. You could lay a grown man inside its head. It dwarfs a T-Rex skull. The snout was thick and broad to withstand forces that would shatter other jaws. Computer models show a modern gator bites with 2,000 pounds of force. A T-Rex, maybe 10,000. Deinosuchus, over 23,000 pounds of force. It pulverized bone and crushed giant turtle shells like potato chips. Imagine you're an Albertosaurus, a large predator. You approach a murky river to drink. You're confident. Nothing challenges you. Out in the water, a log is drifting. Except it's moving against the current. 2 cold eyes stare right at you. In a split second, 8 tons of muscle explodes out of the water. Jaws slam shut on your leg. 20,000 pounds of pressure snaps the bone instantly. Then comes the death roll. The Deinosuchus drags you under and spins its massive body, tearing limbs apart. We have fossilized dinosaur leg bones with conical tooth marks that match Deinosuchus jaws perfectly. It didn't just scavenge them. It hunted the top predators of the land. Figuring this out wasn't easy. The Earth doesn't hand over secrets easily. When W.J. Holland described it in 1909, he only had 2 back plates. For a long time, people thought it was a dinosaur. Over decades, in the badlands of Texas, Utah, and Montana, we found more. Jaws, teeth, vertebrae. Digging up a Deinosuchus in blistering heat, picking away rock from a tooth thick as a banana, gives you chills. You're touching a monster's weapon. They lived all across the coastlines. Watching. Waiting. Yet, the reign of the terrible crocodile came to an end. 73 million years ago, before the asteroid hit, Deinosuchus disappeared. The inland sea retreated. The humid swamps dried up. When your lifestyle requires deep coastal waters, losing those waters means extinction. Today, we only have fossils in museum drawers. But looking at that massive reconstructed skull, I see an absolute apex predator. T-Rex ruled the land. But the water belonged to the terrible crocodile.